Okay, so at this point in time, I'm sure you're saying, man, how does he get his hair like that? Okay, I'm kidding. You're not saying that. You're saying, why did you buy this expensive Jeep to cut it up? Because if you don't cut up your Jeep, they won't remember your name. That's why. You guys seen that scene in Troy? No? Never mind. Anyways, listen, JKs, they're awesome. They're cool. They have a great wheelbase. They're reliable. You can get parts like that for them. But the problem is that they're cool, they're reliable, and you can get parts like that. So everyone has them. I don't want to be like anyone else. I don't know about you. You can't just have 35s on a JK anymore. My neighbor, she's a 16-year-old girl, has 35s on her JK. It's boring. You can't just have 4 doors anymore. That's not cool. Everyone has 4 doors. My grandmother, who's dead, has 4 doors on her JK. So, to be different and cool, you must cut up your vehicle. Let me show you what I'm doing here. We linked up with the boys over at Back Bay Customs, and they are master metal makers. And they made me these panels, as you can see. Don't mind all that trash over there. Are perfect. I mean, they match the body lines to a T. They put these things on an English wheel and rolled them ever so slightly to match perfectly. So shout out to the homie Adam over there. Known him for a long time. The rest of the guys, they did a killer job. So now what we need to do is weld these in, and then we're going to body work it, smooth this out. And if you notice the soft top, that's the reason I got the soft top, and the whole time I've been planning this. I will have one black panel that goes all the way to there. No windows, just a black panel. So it'll look kind of like military, kind of old school panel wagon type thing. Okay, then we're going to get rid of these back seats. They're gone. Back there, I'm going to build a platform, just like I've done with all the other vehicles, like the Excursion, that type of thing. There'll be a bed, nice mattress / utility tie down point. So I'll have all this room to put stuff back there. So I can throw my dog back there, wet gear, whatever, good to go. So once we get this all welded in and body worked, you think we're just going to paint it black? No. Black is boring. Everyone has black. We're going to do something special. So you'll see that in the future. But for now, we're going to get this panel fitted up nice. Got to do a little bit more trimming here and then start welding it in. If you guys don't know what these are, you saw me putting them in. These are called Klinkos. And Klinkos are awesome. So you have your Klinko here and you have Klinko pliers, okay? And what happens is the pliers go in there like that, and then this part squeeze down, it gets real small. So you stick it in a hole, you let off, it gets big, and then it can't come out. So it's great for holding panels on fenders, anything like that. It's great for mock-up stages. So if you guys ever need something like that, check these out. You can get a kit like this pretty cheap on Amazon. If you like Amazon, I'm not really an Amazon kind of guy, but you know. So anyway, let's get to it, boys. All right, so now that we got it fitting the way we want it, we've made a couple little adjustments here and there, but it fits really good. I'm going to use this piece of flat brass here to hold it in so it's flush with the body as I go around. And I'm just going to kind of start somewhere in the middle and just do a couple tacks for now, and then we're going to just keep moving slowly around. But you want to go real slow when you're welding with this type of metal, this thin stuff, and you want to move around constantly and not let things get too hot, and take your time. So yeah, we'll get going here, see what we can do. All right, boys, so now that we got it all kind of just tacked around every so often, what we're gonna do is just slowly work our way around, hitting different spots, making sure we're staying spread out so this doesn't get too hot. And I'm gonna go real slow, take my time. I'm gonna use an air gun to blow off the metal, keep it cool, because we don't want to overheat this. So that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna keep working around, and yeah, stay tuned. All right, boys, so we got it pretty much tacked in here. Pretty much everywhere is tacked in. I'm gonna let that cool down for now before we start grinding on it. There's a couple of places I still need to tack. We're gonna let that cool, and I'm gonna get the back seat out of there. Make it easy. So I'm gonna take that panel off there, get the back seat out, and start working on the other side while this cools. So doing that while this happens. All right, she's all tacked, seats are out, so now it's grind time. All right, quick update. Everything is pretty much perfectly smooth, just some low spots, which is good because that's where the filler is gonna go. So now what I've done is I've got this piece kind of clamped here, and this is just one of these that I cut to fit in here. So you can order this section here that's for the soft top from the dealer. So I ordered one of those, cut it to fit, and now I'm just kind of aligning it, and then I'm gonna tack this in place to try to match this body line. The Jeep, it looks flat, but it's ever so curved this way. So I'm just trying to fine tune that and just make it look as factory-ish as possible, because that's where the soft top will lock in all the way up here. And then I'll get this tacked in, and then I think we can start body working all this. So let's do it. All right, boys, you know what that means. It's everyone's favorite chore on a car, Bondo time. So, as you can see, it's the next day. She's all smoothed out. I'm in my best body man outfit, and we're about to do some Bondo. So, let's do it. Let's get this over with fast so we can get this thing painted, make it look all like one color. Let's do it. Alright, in case you guys were wondering what I'm using, I am using this stuff right here, the lightweight gold. So far, working out pretty good. So this is what the homie who's the body shop guy who's going to paint the Jeep told me to use, so that's what I'm using. So far so good. next day. I've done some stuff off camera, so let me show you. So, as you can see, small tire, boys. I primed this just to keep everything from rusting. So obviously you don't want to take nice tires to the paint shop because they'll get ruined with the wheels and stuff. So what I want to do today is I have the fenders removed. I want to test fit the new fenders, possibly do some trimming down here, weld that up, body work that, so that when it goes to the paint shop, that can all get painted. I have a layer of Bondo on the top here. Just want to smooth that out, body work this a little bit, get that primed. Then the tricky thing is figuring out, obviously this is going to be a soft piece here, figuring out how to mount it here. So the way the old one was, it worked around here and then the door kind of closed it in. So that's something I got to engineer today. I think also I'll have to cut this drip rail because this will be overlapped like that with the new top. So I'll have to trim this back, trim this off, make it look a little bit more factory. So that's what I'm gonna get working on now. So I guess there's nothing to do it but to do it. Okay, so it's about at this point in the video you're asking yourself, why is he doing this? What is this? What's going on here? So let me give you a little idea of what's happening. And this is just an idea. This whole thing is just in theory. I've never done this before. I don't know of anyone that's ever done this before, so I'm winging it. So this stuff here is like a tube with an edge. This is made for like canvas, that sort of thing. So what this part is you'd sew this to the fabric, and then this tube would slide into another tube that has a channel like this, and then it can't come out. So hopefully what's going to happen is this will slide down here like so, and then get sewn to the piece of canvas that's going to go this way. So that way it'll hold it from going back. So I needed to get this done obviously before it gets painted. So I'm just going to clean this edge up, and hopefully that'll work. But I don't know. We'll see. I'm winging it here. So let me get rid of this stuff, and we'll get back to it. All right, boys. I think that's where I'm going to leave you guys. I've got pretty much all the body work, as close as I'm going to get it anyway. I am definitely no professional, but we had to add this, I think they call it a J-rail here, so that's where the top will go underneath. So I've smoothed it out quite a bit. My body guy is going to clean it up, do the final body work to make all this look like one. I have this front piece that'll hold the soft top this way in place. I'm only going to weld it on the top, middle, and bottom. So I just need to go back. I'm going to clean these up a little bit. I need to widen this groove ever so slightly, and then do some body work in here, That'll be good to paint. I had to trim this piece off here because the new panel will sit in here like so. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I am gonna check the new fenders and see where I want to trim, because obviously these tiny little things aren't sticking around for very long. So do some trimming there, potentially get that done. But yeah, I think for the most part, I'm going to drop this off at the body shop tomorrow. So I'm not going to tell you what color it is right now. I am potentially going to get some Snid Bits Vickin sprayed, all that, add that into the next video. But this thing is going to be a beast. Trust me, boys. It's going to be big tires. So stay tuned. Till next time, you better like, better share this, better comment if they're cool comments. If they're not cool comments, get lost. But subscribe. Let's go. We're almost at 500. This Jeep's gonna send us to the moon, I think. So stay tuned, boys.